Good afternoon, Knights, and happy Black History Month. Thank you for joining us today.
Broadcasting live from Academy Park World News Headquarters, I'm Samir.
And I'm Amy. Today is Monday, February 10th, and it is day one. And now let's go over to Jalen with the weather.
Thank you, Amy. Today, there will be a high of 46 degrees with a low of 45 degrees and expected to rain for the remainder of the day. And now, Samir and Amy, what are some things happening here at AP that students should know about?
Thank you, Jalen. District musical rehearsals will be held tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the auditorium.
Students, do you love drawing or painting, and are you good at making things look realistic? See Ms. Rakowski to enter an art competition that can earn you $100 for your artwork. There are multiple categories and with opportunities for winners. The deadline is approaching soon, so see her after school today in room 210 if you are interested.
Tutoring. The National Honor Society will be offering tutoring every Tuesday, that's tomorrow, from 2:15 to 3:15 in Ms. Ryder's room, room 220. Stop by to receive help on homework, test preparation, essays, and assignments that were just confusing.
Claire's Gourmet. The Claire's Gourmet fundraiser will run through February. This raises money for the prom, senior trip, and senior class day. Forms are available from your second block teacher in room 245 and room 332. All orders are due back to Ms. Talrico or Ms. Drop by February 25th.
Spring Formal. Spring Formal tickets are on sale and will remain on sale until February 28th. They are $10 each, $15 per couple. Tickets can be purchased in Dr. McCoach's room or Ms. Strop's room after school, cash only.
Flowergrams. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Share your love with a flowergram. Flowergrams will be on sale during all lunches. The cost is $1 per flower. The sale will run through this Wednesday, February 12th. You can also purchase flowergrams in rooms 241 or 110. Flowergrams will be delivered during first block this Thursday, February 13th.
So, you think you can write? Submit your best writing to AP's 4th annual Creative Writing Contest. There are 2 categories, short story and poetry. All submissions must be typed, printed, and submitted to Mrs. Secrenti in room 241 by Thursday, April 2nd. There will be a grand prize winner in each category. The top 25 submissions will win participation in a creative writing workshop with published author Paul Volponi.
And now, let's take a break and go over to Isaiah and Bayina for our Black History Month feature on prominent figures in Black history.
Thank you, Samir. Today and each day for the rest of Black History Month, we will pay respect to one man and one woman who feature prominently in Black history. The Black experience in America. Today we will discuss Muhammad Ali and Ruby Bridges.
Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., was an American professional boxer, activist, and philanthropist nicknamed the Greatest. He was widely regarded as one of the most significant and celebrated sports figures of the 20th century and as one of the greatest boxers of all time.
He was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, and began training as an amateur boxer at age 12. At 18, he won a gold medal in the lightweight heavy division of 1960 Summer Olympics and turned professional later that year. He converted to Islam and became a Muslim after 1961, and he eventually took the name Muhammad Ali. He won the World Heavyweight Championship from Sonny Liston and a major upset at age 22 in 1964. In 1966, Ali refused to be drafted into the military, citing his religious beliefs and oppositions to the Vietnam War.
He was arrested, found guilty of draft evasion, and stripped of his boxing titles. He appealed the decision to the Supreme Court, which overturned his conviction in 1971. His actions as a conscientious objector to the war made him an icon for the larger counterculture generation. And he was a high-profile figure of racial pride for African Americans during the Civil Rights Movement.
Ali was a leading heavyweight boxer of the 20th century and remains the only 3-time champion of the division. His joint records of beating 21 boxers for the World Heavyweight title and winning 14 unified title bouts stood for 35 years. Ali is the only boxer to be named the Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year 6 times.
He has been ranked the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time and as the greatest athlete of the 20th century by Sports Illustrated, the Sports Personality of the Century by the BBC, and the 3rd greatest athlete of the 20th century by ESPN Sports Century.
He was involved in several historic boxing matches and feuds, most notable his fights with Joe Frazier, such as the Thriller in Manila, and his fight with George Foreman, known as the Rumble in the Jungle, which has been called arguably the greatest sporting event for the 20th century and was watched by a record estimated television audience of 1 billion views worldwide, becoming the world's most watched live television broadcast at the time.
And now a few words on Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges Hall is an American civil rights activist. She was the first African-American child to desegregate the all-white William Frantz Elementary School in Louisiana during the New Orleans school desegregation crisis on November 14, 1960. She is the subject of a 1964 painting, The Problem We All Live With, by Norman Rockwell.
Bridges was born during the middle of the Civil Rights Movement. Brown v. Board of Education was decided 3 months and 22 days before Bridges' birth. The famous court ruling declared the process of spreading schools for black children and white children unconstitutional. Through the Brown v. Board of Education decision finalized in 1954, Southern states were extremely resistant to the decision that was most interrogated for the 6 following years.
In 1960, when she was 6 years old, Bridges' parents responded to a request from the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People and volunteered her to participate in the integration of the New Orleans school system, even though her father was hesitant.
Today, now Ruby Bridges Hall, still lives in New Orleans with her husband, Malcolm Hall, and the 4 sons are graduating from desegregated high schools. She worked as a travel agent for 15 years and later became a full-time parent.
She is now the chair of the Ruby Bridges Foundation, which she formed in 1999 to promote the values of tolerance, respect, and appreciation of all differences. Describing the mission of the group, she once said, "Racism is a grown-up disease, and we must stop using our children to spread it."
That is the end for today's Future of Prominent Figures in Black History. And now back to Samir and Amy.
Thank you, Bayan and Isaiah. Universal Technical Institute. Any 11th or 12th grade student who is interested in the Universal Technical Institute, please see Ms. Kaiser in the guidance office as soon as possible.
Senior Scholarship Opportunity. The Ann Klinger Burns Scholarship is accepting applications. Interested seniors can find out how to apply in the guidance office.
Seniors, senior dues are $125 and must be paid before you purchase your prom ticket. You can pay the total amount at once or installments. See Ms. Tallarico in room 245 if you have any questions or would like to complete a payment.
Students, don't forget whenever you're at lunch, please remember to take a fruit or vegetable. They're delicious and very good for you.
And now, here are Yanni and Flight with your horoscopes for today, Monday, February 10th.
Thank you, Samir. If you are an Aries, try to be patient with friends and family who may not always respond to you the way you like them to.
Taurus, don't let a friend or someone close to you force you into making a decision that you aren't ready to make.
Gemini, keep pursuing your goals, and you will earn praise. You may find yourself changing plans for someone who needs a favor.
Cancer, do what you can, but don't jeopardize your sanity, trying to please everyone. Try not to say the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Leo, people who try to persuade you to do things their way will annoy you. Effective communication will be the source of surprising knowledge.
Virgo, be sure to think twice before you say something that might hurt a friend's feelings. You may be admired by students and teachers for your diplomatic nature.
Libra, you can make headway in classes if you eliminate common distractions and pay close attention. Spend time with older family members who can teach you life lessons.
Scorpio, opportunities to spoil yourself may emerge today. Don't let others make you feel guilty or insecure.
Sagittarius, plan your day carefully. Talk about your intentions with a friend to avoid confusion.
Capricorn, others may want to steal your thunder when they realize your ideas are pretty solid. You can learn valuable information if you listen and observe what others are doing and saying.
Aquarius, you can offer your help to others, but back off it. They appear to be offended by your persistence. You need to be inspired and have your spirits lifted.
Pisces, be firm when dealing with matters pertaining to your creative thinking and continue to be implemented.
And now, here are Ariana and Hatim with today's sports.
On Saturday, the wrestling team ended their dual meet season with a second place finish in the Unionville Duels. Knights defeated Overbrook 63-12 and Unionville 47-43 and fell to Oxford 37-36 in the finals.
Night 2 had 3 wins on the day were Abe Tunkar with 2 pins, Ulysses Nikkei with 1 pin, Liam Gray with 2 pins, and Nasir Bush with 3 pins. Night 2 registered 2 wins on the day were Xavier Newman with 2 pins, Cole Root, Isaac Maldonado with 2 pins, and Tyler Oliver with 1 pin.
Wrestlers who recorded 1 win on the day were Kyrie Jackson and Femi O, who earned his first varsity pin. Other wrestlers who wrestled tough were Thomas Steiner and David Botto.
The Knights ended the season with 15-8 recorded. The team was led by the following seniors: Xavier Newman with a record of 16-3, Abe Tankara with a record of 18-6, Cole Root with a record of 17-5, Ulysses Nikkei with a record of 21-1, Liam Gray with a record of 25-2, Nasir Bush with a record of 22-6, and Thomas Steiner with a record of 15-13.
In 2 weeks, the Knights begin the state wrestling tournament at Interboro.
For everyone here at Knightline News, I'm Hakeem.
I'm Ariana.
I'm Flight.
I'm Zay.
And I'm Baina.
And I'm
And I'm Amy. Have a great day, Knights. Keep those electronics out of sight, those student IDs visible, those hoods off, and those AirPods and earbuds in your locker.
And remember, in honor of Black History Month, Muhammad Ali once said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth."
From everyone here at Knightline News, thank you for joining us today, and happy Black History Month.